What's up, everyone?
Hello.
Happy Sunday fun day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hanging out with St. Crackley out here.
Yep. You guys are in that hot seat. I hope it's toasting your nuts for you. Welcome to the Savage Ladies YouTube. For everyone who doesn't know already, of course, I'm Fran, the Savage Ladies of Metal. With me, also a Savage, we got Miss Sarah Jacobs. And with us today, we got Wisconsin Saint Tragedy. How the hell are you guys?
Doing great. How are you?
I am good. And sorry, everyone, for a few minutes late. We had some connection issues, I guess you could say, volume issues, echo issues, typical bullshit, whatever, but we fixed it. So, guys, would you like to introduce yourselves individually, who you are, what you play, and who we're missing?
Well, I am Wayne Wigginton. I am the lead singer and rhythm guitar player in the band.
I'm Sid Siragia. I'm lead guitar player for the band.
I'm Eric Siragia. I play bass.
For the band.
Obviously.
No way.
Completely different band. You're just taking up space. There you go.
Right.
There is another Savage who isn't with us right now. He's currently, working and stuff. But,
Someone's got
And that Savage would be?
Mr. Michael Quinn.
And for the record, is a Savage Men of Metal, per se.
Oh. There's somebody.
I did that. I just did that. I'm thinking of actually starting shirts on that. I'm just saying. A lot of guys have been asking for it, so it might be a possibility. So, Mike Quinn, who's the drummer, is working. So he will pop in when
Hey, Mike.
I'm already aware of this.
Loser. No, just kidding.
Oh.
Too bad you didn't join us. No, I'm playing.
She said it, not me.
So,
Working
Mike, hopefully
lame.
you're listening in. And Kathy, good afternoon to you too, sweetheart.
Hi,
And Kathy says, it's okay for being late, that it's Wayne's fault. So, Wayne,
Oh, always Wayne.
own that shit.
I have to because I'm always being called out for something. So
Good man. A man who admits his faults. Nobody likes a narcissist.
Right.
I'm far from that. All right.
Thank God. We don't do that.
You spell narcissist, so he can't be one.
I really can't.
It's all good. Now, Sid and Eric, you guys are related. You're uncle and nephew, right?
Yes.
Aw.
So, right. Aw.
You guess
So who was in the band first?
Sid?
Sid?
But I've been no longer.
How did Unc come along?
So, how did Eric come along?
Yeah.
So, we didn't have a bass player for a while, and Eric had been doing it in the music scene already with his band Praying Mantis Theory. And they're pretty popular, so they're pretty good. And we asked him if he had time to step in temporarily for us, and he's been our temporary bass player for the last 10, 11 years.
Temporary, though. As soon as they find someone
No,
better.
it's only temporary. That's a good temporary, man.
It's one hell of a temporary position, man. It's like finding a job at a temp service. They say, oh, it's temp to perm, but it's going to be a long fucking time.
Like an unpaid
That's
internship.
lasting longer than most relationships. Jesus.
But today's day and age, yeah, shit, it is what it is.
It's always been that way.
So that's cool. I mean, that's cool. You got two generations in one band.
Yep.
Eric, did you put the guitar in Sid's hand, or is that something you developed on your own, Sid?
That was kind of like just, it fell in his lap because his father and his grandfather both play guitar, and there's just always one around, so he's bound to pick it up.
Yeah. Everyone in the house had their instrument, and once I got to the age, I wanted to pick one up. And it happened to be the
How
guitar.
were you?
I was 8.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Yes.
That's cool.
So you found your instruments.
Yeah. Very much.
Speaks to you.
And now he's 12.
Yeah.
Hey, guess
So
what?
puberty
Me
will be good. I
too.
promise. It's a little awkward, but you'll be okay.
I'm just scared for when his
Wait
voice.
till you start your period.
Oh.
What was that? Sarah?
Okay. I said just wait until you start your period.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Anything goes on these interviews. You gotta love them.
I know.
So that's cool. So that's a strong family genetic gene that you guys are very musically inclined, and that's awesome. How about you, Wayne? Is it running the family?
I mean, my dad was a country singer, but he's also an alcoholic. So yeah.
That makes sense with country, though. No offense.
So the whole thing was he's still a great country singer to this day. It's just he never pursued anything with it. He
Aw.
would do, open jams, karaoke, whatever the heck, get himself out there. And it seems like that trait of his, being a singer fall in my lap. And it was more of like, okay, now I got to take the torch of what he didn't do to do now. So
You said you got to take the push. Why did you have to
Torch.
take the push?
Torch.
You carry the torch.
Oh, torch. I thought you said push. I'm like, why?
I
You're
mean,
Hit him with a mic.
well, clearly, Wayne. Come on.
yeah.
He's gonna hit you with a mic. You're gonna learn today.
Learn.
So that's cool. So you got some family in there. Sorry, Mike again can't be in there. Now, what is the story behind the name Saint Tragedy?
Well, it all goes back to a very, very long time ago.
The land far
Even before Sid actually was with us, I had an old buddy of mine. He founded the band with me. He was originally the guitar player, then transitioned to playing bass. But we pretty much came up with a whole list of different names and narrowed it down to like the top 5 of what we thought. And Saint Tragedy was on that list, and kind of just became a thing. And to me, it kind of means, everything in life, your ups and your downs, your good and your evil, what we go through.
As Mike says, it's the dichotomy of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Big words.
It's it's an awesome name. It does grab
That
people's
was a big
attention
word.
because it's kind of like an oxymoron. It's like that opposite that attracts.
Mhm.
And it works. It works. So there's no religious ties to it. It's just coincidence.
It is a coincidence, along with the title of No More Religion being, a whole nother.
Right. And I had fun with a picture with that song. As you guys know. So let's go up now. Sarah, you want to go ahead and ask a few before I start taking over?
Oh, okay. Your music incorporates 2 singers. So, Butterflies, how did your band approach the dual vocalist challenge?
That was kind of an idea I had going into it. The song itself is more of like a message where I felt like a male and a female should be telling the story. And the young lady that's featured in the song, in the video, she's not currently working with us right now, but I reached out to her to see if she'd be willing to, collab on this idea I had, and it seemed to pan out well. We had her doing a lot of shows with us, and everyone really loved the collaboration. And I think somewhere down the line, we might be doing a little more with male, female kind of, collabs.
Cool.
We shall see. So stay tuned.
I think you can totally do that from what I've heard so far. Yeah, it's great.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Now,
you get-
Sid, I know Sid's a backup for vocals too.
Sorry, what was that?
Sid, I know you tend to be backup for vocals too. Is that something you wanted to do on your own, or?
I've always kind of like sung to myself, I like a lot more like the typical like emo music though, so like a lot of my lyrics and stuff are pretty sad boy-y. But yeah, I don't
Winning my heart.
Yeah, I started picking up the mic to start doing backing vocals just to make our shows sound more fuller and try to bring that studio sound to the stage. Just try to make we're always just trying to make our shows better and better. And I feel like that's a good path to take.
Because none of them want to hear me sing.
Maybe you do.
There's
You
a risk.
never know.
No, there's no way. There's no chance. It's not happening.
Not even in the rehearsal room. He doesn't have a mic.
So even the shower will shut the water off on you, right?
Yes.
Wow. That's
The windows in the kitchen break. It's a horrible thing.
You got to see some of these things.
You gotta call the plumber.
No, that's a different act.
Oh, that is so funny.
Ooh.
We got some funny comments being said on the side. You guys aren't seeing. We got Sid does have a big sad boy energy. That's from Quinn McCarthy. Kathy brought up Kristen. Now, you want to tell everyone who Kristen is?
Well, Kristen is my lovely fiance.
Aw.
We have a 6-week-old newborn. He's actually
How old?
6 weeks.
You got a fresh baby.
6 weeks to the day, actually. So
Aw,
Oh,
happy 6 weeks.
happy 6 weeks.
she's currently upstairs dealing with the madness of all that right now while we're down here.
That's really cute.
So yeah,
Um,
Kathy wanted to know, does Kristen sing, and how does she? How's her vocals?
she does not sing. At least she doesn't sing in front of me. She claims she can't sing. So yeah.
Does she just get nervous, like stage, like frightful, like I know I can do that.
I don't know if it's so much that. I think she just believes she honestly can't sing, which then her dad can't sing either and carry tune. So I guess that kind of falls in the same category.
Genetics.
But I will say,
I go tone deaf whenever I just get scared. But okay, that's cool. Go ahead.
even though she doesn't sing, I will say she's great with management. So she's actually managing the band for us right now.
Oh, that's cool.
And, she's great with planning and everything else. So she has that in her plate. So
that's good. So besides the fact that you guys are a tragedy, she's fixing that. She's fixing that whole thing.
Yeah.
We're on the
Oh,
That's
girl,
what women do. That's what women do, right?
We try. We try.
We try.
I am a mess. So
Nice work.
Well, I would hope so. I would hope so.
you
Sarah,
hope
go
that-
ahead, honey. I got a whole. I'm always loaded. Go for it.
Holy shit. Okay. Sorry, I can't really see this. So what other hobbies and passions do you guys have besides doing music?
This is it.
I like it. Hey, I like that answer.
I mean, we all have day jobs, but we don't want to be there.
Yeah, those aren't
Making
Right.
babies.
Who does?
But literally, it's music for me, man. I mean, this is it. This is what I, live and die for.
You know what? I'm going to spawn from that, Sarah. I'm sorry to interrupt because I do have a question regarding
That's
that.
okay.
Now, the band was conceived in 2008, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Now, from what I saw, this is your first band, right? Well,
What's my name?
I called you Will. I'm so sorry.
Sid.
No, Sid. I'm not talking to Sid.
Oh,
Wayne, Eric, Sid,
Wayne.
That's me.
wait.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I'm
Will. I'm sorry.
confused.
I don't know where Will came from. Actually, I do. Anyway, Wayne. So when you started the band, now from what I saw, this is the first band and only band you've been in. Is that correct?
This is it.
So how did that come about? Usually, there's like a whole chain of bands that lead to the final, the final chapter. I mean, how did you decide that I'm going to start a band and it's going to happen? What was the story?
Kind of was my mindset was I was 17 when I started it, and I had this vision of doing it and writing music, and before I really found the right guys to make it what it is, I just was literally writing and writing and writing. And when Sid came in and realized I had like an album worth of songs, he was like, "This guy means business." So yeah, we had some member changes here and there throughout the years, but I mean, it's always still been Saint Tragedy. I've been carrying it ever since.
Yeah, it's like the megadeth of local Kenosha music. Just all these.
All right, cool. So you guys are literally the original two members.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And you haven't gone through 10 name changes, which is so crazy to hear that.
Well, the short answer is he's stubborn.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that,
Well, you see where stubbornness got me, right?
Yeah.
right? Keep that name. It belongs to you.
So did you always know you wanted to sing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my own mom will tell you I've been singing probably since I was like 3 years old in the back of the car, just oldies and just all sorts of, anything she'd put on. So it's kind of where the vocal range and what I do kind of resonated from was like a lot of oldies and classic rock and, music.
Probably a little bit of old school, like classic country in there too, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say, I can hear it in there.
Yeah.
You got a little twang to his voice.
Yeah.
He does. It's good.
Yeah, from what I've seen, I've heard several songs. Obviously, I know a lot of quite a bit of your music, especially more recently. And you have an amazing voice. I've told you this. I love your voice, and I definitely think that voice is going to take you. I've compared you to Godsmack, and multiple singers. You have that voice, and the range of the music of the band is awesome. And I think there are still great things to come from you guys.
You can feel their music, right? It's really good.
But Sarah, go for it, sweetheart. Unless you want to pass on it, I can keep going.
How do you guys cope? How do you guys cope with your crazy regular schedules and your lifestyles besides like putting on shows and going on tours? Do you guys go on tours?
We've been on a couple different tours. Last year, we went on tour with Smile Empty Soul for about 3 weeks. We did a short run with Scotty Austin earlier this year. We plan to hit the road again in March next year to do a few things. How
are you going to handle that with it? You know, you're going to be missing your wife, you know, your fiance and your baby. So I'm just
curious, like, baby.
you know.
Well,
I love babies.
The beauty of that is, like I said, she's also managing the band, so she understands what's to come of all this. You know,
right.
It's go, go, go. Like, yeah, we have this here, but this is what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
For her to
But how is that going to affect you, you know, to be away?
I mean, it will, of course. I mean, it all depends on how long we're away, too. If we're only away for, like, you know, a few days, it's a little different than being away for 2 or 3 weeks.
True.
You know, the longer you're on the road, the longer you're going to miss being home. It's just kind of how it goes.
Of course. Definitely. You see that, friend?
Yeah. I put it up.
Yeah. Oh, I finally saw it. There's my little bimbo.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh, I love this. I love this. Kathy says that Kristen keeps you out of trouble. I'm probably.
Oh,
good job, girl. Get it. And congratulations on baby Jackson. I dropped that name. Sorry. I do know. I do know. I'm
congratulations.
not how I know, but I do. For those who know me,
I want to hold your baby.
Well, you need to bring your ass up to Chicago, and then we'll work our way.
I know. I'm gonna hold the baby, and then I'm be like, okay, I'm done now. You guys can go to sleep.
I didn't want to give Jackson back.
Where are you at?
I will after he starts crying.
Where are you at?
I'm in Kansas City Metro.
Oh,
so I'm not too far away. I would just have to fly in. I don't really want to drive through. Their friend says it's pretty wild and crazy. So
yeah,
I'm gonna hit that road one day and be like, bitch, I'm on my way. 7 hours. I'm coming.
Boom, boom. Let's do it. I'll ride my horse.
Okay. Grab that broomstick.
That.
Now, so guys, now you guys have had a couple of albums out, correct?
We just released our third EP back in June.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got 3 of them out right now.
All right. And how far do you think you've come along from when you first released your first EP?
I'd say quite a bit. You can hear in each EP the progression of what we've done. At least I think so. And I hope that everyone that follows us and believes in it can hear that as well.
Good. Queen's got a question for you. He said, how would you describe the direction your music is going? Especially, see, this I was leading to that. I was leading to that. All right. How would you describe the direction your music is going, especially considering Sid and Mike leaning towards the heavier side of the rock and metal spectrum?
Well, the hope for that is to keep what Saint Tragedy is still there and alive in our genre of music, and weave their styles into it and make something that just makes everyone fucking cry over and want to hear more.
And those are tears of joy, so that's a good thing to have.
Hopefully.
Not the bloody ear kind of cry, you know, the good stuff.
I mean, the idea is to let everyone have their say in the music, right? You know, Mike has his passion for what he likes to do. Sid has his, Eric has his, I have my own. If we mesh them all together, when we find a positive outlet for it, then it's still Saint Tragedy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Making songs is a lot like building a puzzle, you know, but drawing the pieces for the puzzles as well. It's a lot like, it's just a craft. So you start with something, you have all these pieces, and the goal is not to make like the next crazy song that everyone's going to freak out about. It's to make this project as best as you can make it.
Like, you're going to put the puzzle together.
Yeah. So
it's broken, but you're putting it together to fix it.
Yeah. It's always cool to like just view it as this, every song is its own individual project, because that's how you get like the best stories out of like the process of making them and all that, you know. And it takes the pressure of like having to make the next cool Saint Tragedy song also, because we'll hit those as long as like we just keep making music. So
we keep making what we like to make, and it's just going to come naturally.
Absolutely.
Right.
Right.
Don't ever do anything you don't want to.
Never
You can
never
tell that with
force.
doing famous bands.
Never force writing. If you force what you're writing, it's not going to be what you want.
Mm-hmm.
Now.
It has to come naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So if I'm ever writing anything and I'm trying to force the idea out, I stop it and I go back to it later, or I just scrap the idea and move on to the next.
Does everybody get involved with writing?
Currently, we're actually working together more to put out, what Volume 2 of Vanquish will be.
Mhm.
Since we have Volume 1 out. Obviously, everyone's always asking, are you doing a Volume 2? I'm like, well, it wouldn't be a Volume 1 if we weren't doing a Volume
Right. No, we're just gonna stop at Volume 1 and make you just wonder.
20 years from now.
The hope is to get back in the studio early next year and start lashing out some more tunes. So
Right. Now, Vanquish that's a great album. I mean, absolutely great album. And that's when I actually started hearing about you guys and your music was right around that time when you released it. And, I got a couple of favorite songs, as we all know. Which one is your favorite on the album?
My favorite so far, and it's actually grown on me over the time playing it, would be I always freaking forget the name of it. There's so many.
He knows how to play it, but he doesn't know how to say it. It's okay.
Oh my God! Name 3 bands off of Saint Tragedy.
That is.
Okay.
The song Night Changing. It's got
Same
a
way.
really cool message, and it has like such an awesome vibe to it.
Mhm.
And when we all walk in and play it correctly, it's an experience, like on the stage and off the stage.
that song definitely has a vibe to it. It really, the message behind the song, and when everyone's listening to it, you can really feel the intimacy that song brings. But for me, I'd have to say Limbo right now, the current single that's out, because lyrically and sonically, everything about that song, even with shooting the video, it just came together so well. The whole process of that song. So, how about you, Eric?
I don't even like this band. I'm temporary.
He's only
just a
temporary
permanent
for
fill-in.
11 years.
He's permanently temporary.
Actually, I have to say the one I like the most to actually physically play is probably Realign.
Really?
Now that he figured out how to play it.
Yeah, now that we relearned it and all that.
After 11 years.
Now that we've realigned how he can play Realign.
Yeah,
Right.
I have a good time playing that song. It's fun.
So which
Oh
one was
my
the
God.
hardest for you guys to play? To learn, to play, to write?
Probably Realign, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the story on that is we went in to record a first batch of the songs from this EP earlier on. What was that already? Early last year?
Yeah.
Early last year we went to record these songs,
Mhm.
and Realign was one of them. We were recording with our old guitar player we had in the band, Randy, and we basically altered the song based off of what he had. When we brought Sid in, we went and re-record most of that song. So that's where the headache became with Eric trying to relearn it, is we kind of just revamped
actually,
the whole thing.
if you remember, it changed in the studio when Randy was recording it. So when I sat down to record my part, everyone's looking at me like I'm crazy, but they just changed it without telling me.
And here we are.
And then we didn't play it for a year. And then Sid went and re-recorded it and revamped it. And yeah, it was interesting.
So just like, surprise, guess what? You're going to learn again.
Yes,
We're just
exactly.
gonna realign it, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
It was named
Seriously.
appropriately just because of Eric.
Yeah.
See?
I
But
will
this was
say
Wayne's fault. But this was Wayne's fault. We had that conversation earlier. Everything's Wayne's fault.
Always made
it's
so.
my fault,
See? Yeah.
but luckily I'm still here.
You can't fire
Why
Well,
are you
no,
first?
You guys actually just released, like you were saying, Limbo is your most recent release, and that went out a few months ago, correct?
We shot the video back in February and we released it
Okay.
in February. So it's slowly, the song's been being pushed throughout the year.
Mhm.
The idea for that song is to push it to the SMR radio charts here pretty soon. We're currently working on that with our label Curtain Call as we speak.
Hey, I know
Right.
them. I work with
Right.
them.
And that was another
Music
thing. I
from
mean,
them.
you guys have had a pretty good 2023, and you guys got signed by Curtain Call Records this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And congratulations
Yes.
on that.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Definitely well earned, and that's all Wayne's fault.
It's all my
Yeah.
fault.
That's all Wayne's fault.
Any achievement is my fault.
I will be
Every
putting you guys
failure
on my show
is it going to
too.
be Sid or Eric or Mike?
Oh, the one that's not here, maybe. Yeah.
Eric's been
It's my fault. We're gonna blame it on Mike.
Mike's not here, so he'll take the blame for all the failures. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Mike's definitely a hard worker for sure.
Yes.
Aw.
He
Big
is.
friend, you've known him well longer than us. But even
I don't know what you're talking about.
we'll talk after this. Mike's
Hey,
been with us.
Oh, go ahead.
Mike's been with
Where
us.
did you guys? Where did you guys film Limbo?
Sorry, go ahead.
Where did you guys film Limbo?
Limbo.
We filmed it at what is it? An
We were
art
talking about
studio.
Limbo, the latest. Okay,
An
go
art
ahead.
studio. An art studio here in Racine. We basically filmed that at. My fiance Kristen, her good friend Evie actually runs this art studio that she has, and she rented it out to us for the day. We went in there, and she had every scene in that video was all different parts of the room of that studio.
Oh, I love it.
That's cool.
All we did was kind of
That's
just
cool.
go around to different walls and shoot different areas.
Right.
It was really cool.
Now, Kristen is actually in a couple of your videos.
She is the demon you see in Limbo, and she's obviously the dancer in Drive Her to the Moon. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's
little
cool.
fun fact for you.
That's really badass, man.
Was she pregnant when you guys filmed Limbo? Did you know yet?
She was about a month and a half, 2 months pregnant, I think.
So
Yeah.
tiny. Can't tell.
Yeah. With that corset on, you wouldn't know.
You know, I gotta say, I was at your Halloween show, as everyone knows, and she looks phenomenal. I was like, it took me 5 years, but I put on a person when I got pregnant. She didn't put on. She put on what I have on my right arm. That's all the weight she put on.
Yeah,
But, I mean, she looks phenomenal for someone who just had a baby. Even Wayne, I remember you looking at me like she just had a kid a month ago. I'm like, you look beautiful. You
a
know?
lot of people give her the same, gist of it all is how did you just have a kid and you look the way you look?
Did
But
she-
even through the whole pregnancy, they're like, wait, you can't be that many months pregnant. There's no way.
I had no idea she was full term when I met her a couple months ago. I figured she was like 5-6 months because I looked like that when I was 3 months.
And yet Jackson was born. Jackson was born 60 pounds, 14 ounces. So
And I did get to see him.
How? What was it?
6
The
pounds,
weight?
14 ounces.
Oh.
He is adorable. And Aunt Fran showed up with some clothes.
Oh. I might have to make him a little hat.
He's so cute. Oh, do it.
I'll have to make him something cute.
I already know what you're
What is
thinking.
which one?
What?
What?
Me? Him? There?
You.
Oh, never
I know
mind.
what you make,
Me?
girl. Make it. Do it for the baby. It'd be cute as hell.
What is your wife and you like? I don't know. I can make Muppets. I can make, I don't know.
We're very big on the Nightmare Before Christmas. So
Ooh, okay, I'll make him a Jack Skellington.
there you go. See?
You don't have to share his head measurements with me and how far his ears are and stuff.
We'll have to figure
I'll
that
get
out.
back with you after this. Cool.
Like, hold on, kid. Let me
something
wrap
special.
He's growing very quickly.
Yeah. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. I'll definitely make him something cute.
Mm. Yeah, she will too. She makes some cute shit. I'm still waiting on my my lamb. Just saying. So moving forward, though, we actually do have the video Limbo for everyone to view. With everyone's permission, may I play the video?
Let's do it.
All right, everyone. This is Saint Tragedy's latest video, which was actually released several months ago, but still a great song. And you will see everyone in there, including the recent mother who was pregnant and didn't even show it before and after the pregnancy. So here is the latest video. Check it out, guys. Ew. No, no,
Uh-oh,
no.
Ron.
Wait.
That don't look like a wall.
What the fuck is
Hey, that totally was Will.
that?
Now,
That
Will
was-
again?
Hold on a second. Hold on. I usually
That
have
looked
the right-
like Waking the Sleeper, friend.
Hold on.
Not the same tragedy. What's going on?
Oh, good. Very good.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it, but I can't see it. There we go. We got it now, girl.
Hold on. Wow, I've never done this. Hold on. Wow, I can't believe that just happened. Did you guys hear the other one?
Yeah.
All right, let's start this on the right shit. That's never happened before, but I'm human.
I've taken this time after time after time, and those wounds, man, they never heal right. Been shaken and won't of the pain. That's all you'll hear in your brain. Will it all be okay if you fall back in limbo? I watch the waves they take you in as I pour away your walls grow thin. I hate to relate to all your sin, so I won't be afraid of my nightmares again. You took all those years away to feed off the ones at bay. As you sit all alone with your fears, now you lay in a cell with your tears. Will it all be okay if you fall back in limbo? I watch the waves they take you in as I pour away your walls grow thin. I hate to relate to all your sin, so I won't be afraid of my nightmares again. Will it all be okay if you fall back in limbo? I watch the waves they take you in as I pour away your walls grow thin. I hate to relate to all your sin, so I won't be afraid of my nightmares again.
That's a cool effect with the eyes.
Wow.
Yeah,
I love that
was-
song. All right, I got a few things to say. Hold on, let me get rid of that video now. Hold on a minute. All right, now that I got the right video on there. For one, Wayne, yellow contacts, killer look on you.
Thanks.
Just gotta say, it looks great. Kristen
yeah.
looks hot as fuck.
yeah.
Sid, it looked like you were gonna hit your head on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, like that studio is awesome. I mean, you had like the painted hands on one wall. You had like you had. I'm assuming it was the hallway where it looked like it was just everything was falling apart. You know, you had the bathtub in one corner. You had the bloody hands on another corner. It was like all different scenes, and that's all in one room.
Yeah.
That's
That is cool.
insanity.
That is
I
cool.
was
I wanna
beautiful,
talk to you about
man.
that room
It's
after
like
the show.
he's sitting in the freaking tub, like going, you know, in her presence was just like she just kept disappearing after a while. And you're like, oh.
Well, funny thing is, we started the video with having Kristen be in the bathtub, and then it was like, well, why don't you jump in and get a few shots in there, and it just kind of became part of the video of me just back and forth with her, you know, doing the whole thing. So it was pretty cool.
It put the story together.
Video. Yeah, definitely love
definitely
it.
works.
And Limbo's a great song. And I feel like there's like something crawling on me. It's my hair. Sorry. Sarah.
Sorry, I got these little fly things like flying around me and shit.
One day I'm gonna chop all this off, and then everyone's gonna be like, "Ew."
I miss mine. I hardly ever think that you're gonna look like ew.
I'll look like my brother if I do. I'll never do it. So
I don't have any, so I guess I'm good to go.
So Limbo is a great song. What was the inspiration for the song?
Yeah.
Well, lyrically, that song actually relates to a previous relationship of mine. It's basically about addiction, trying to do better for yourself, but not knowing how to get on the right path. Hence the limbo. You're stuck in limbo, trying to do better, but there's always those demons trying to weigh you down and keep you from bettering yourself in life. And that's essentially what the song is about.
All right, cool. So it's about a past relationship where it was very toxic for drugs and whatever reason. And you wrote that song based on your previous relationship. So you included your current fiance to show that you're on the better path, right?
That's great. I love it.
That was kind of the whole
That's
big
perfect.
deal.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Talk about an extra
Perfect
slap.
revenge, man.
Not only did Taylor Swift's fucking good-looking brother write a song,
I hate when I
you're the
snap.
male Taylor Swift version. You wrote a song about your relationship, but guess what? I'm stepping that shit up. I'm bringing my current fiance, the better path, the lightened path, and she's gonna play that part.
Well, and when we talked about it, like she wasn't originally thinking about even being in the video, and I was like, well, we need someone to portray a demon in this video. Why don't you just dress up creepy, because I know you can do it, and come feature in this video? And she knew exactly. She knew exactly
It was amazing.
Who was about, whatever, and she was like, let's do it.
That's awesome. No, she did a great job. Like, yeah, and I can see why you brought her back a second time. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And you had a baby with her.
I did.
Yeah, right. And she was pregnant during it. You can't tell. You can't tell she was pregnant. Quinn says, "Awesome music video. What's the plan for your Thanksgiving show?" Okay, that's jumping ahead. We'll get back to that. I'm taking it off.
Oh, that's the list further down.
We're almost there. We're almost there. So, but besides that, Sarah.
Fran, you do it, because that one time I was taking over too much. So it's your turn.
Between you and me, we both talk too much.
I know.
All right, let me see where I'm at. All right, so Vanquish. Obviously, this is the first chapter of Vanquish, and there's gonna be a second one. Obviously, you know. How many chapters do you plan on having?
I think it's safe to say we'll end on volume 2. I mean,
yeah.
Some bands go to volume 3 or volume 4, but I mean, is that necessary? I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean,
trilogies are always awesome, though.
If we think a Vanquish volume 3 should happen, then you know
you'll know by the time you're finished with this one, right?
Right.
See how many songs.
1 and 2. So 1 and 2, you're obviously telling a story. Is it the same story, just broken up into multiple songs, or is there a main purpose for it?
I like to think that the songs within these EPs are, you know, going with each other. I mean, the title Vanquish being, overcoming the odds and, just being empowered to, live out your dreams and conquer what's the next step in front of you, kind of thing.
Right.
And that's kind of what this band has always been about, is the next chapter, the next thing. What do we do next? How do we get?
What season you in?
Yeah, what season are we on?
Right, I get that. So, do you have an estimated ETA on the next single release?
Yes, in the future.
Like him.
Well, we plan on doing another single from the EP that's out right now. We want to shoot a video for that and whatnot. I don't know if it's going to be still at the end of this year. It might tail into the beginning of next year. While we are working on the next EP, we'll probably have a single with a video for Volume 1 still release. That way we kind of keep the relevancy going,
Right.
Because you don't want to be irrelevant, right? You want to stay relevant.
Absolutely.
So that's the goal here at St. Tragedy Headquarters.
Absolutely. You got to stay ahead of the game, plan ahead. Don't try not to make too many stupid moves, say too many stupid things, and plan for the future.
And none of us have any real bad drug problems or anything like that, so we can't get.
Well, that's good. That's what usually can
Definitely
make or break a band.
Absolutely.
Especially if they get, like really wasted before they get on stage and stuff. It's like,
Right.
Hey, there's a reason why those people aren't with us anymore.
Yeah. That's for the fans to do, not the band.
Yeah, you don't even want the fans to do that because sometimes this shit goes left.
Right, that's true.
Have fun,
too.
guys.
If
Have
they
fun.
have
I'm
too
just
many,
kidding.
yeah.
The idea we try to portray is, as soon as you pull up, you get off that bus and you walk in that venue, you got to be professional.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
To
I love that.
playing the show, to mingling with the crowd, to getting back on that bus, you are a professional.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then once you get on the bus and those doors close behind you, that's when you go up to whatever specific band member and go right upside. What the hell were you thinking?
Where you discuss the crazy nonsense that happened at that show. Like, what the hell?
Right.
You talk to your fellow band members and be like, oh my God, what did that dude just do tonight?
You're like, let's talk about what you just did.
You laugh about it because you're not
Where
doing
the
it.
hell is my sandwich?
Right. So now you guys just had a show, your Halloween show. And was that the first show that Mike played?
No, actually, we threw Mike through the ringer pretty hard.
Yeah, what'd you do to him?
Which we kind of did when we brought you back too. I mean, like when we brought Sid back, it was, hey, we got all these shows, we got to get you at the park. What did we give it, like 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
If that. So
2 weeks and we're going on tour with Smile Empty Soul.
Yeah, that's what that's kind of what that ended up being. With Mike, it was almost the same deal. Like, hey, we have I think it was barely 2 weeks with Mike. We had to get him ready to hit the road because we went out with Scotty Austin, right?
Yeah,
that was his first.
Right. Well, that's true.
So we went to Ohio.
Yeah, that's true. I should have known. I forgot.
Yeah,
I should know that. But so now, how did I know Mike being the more recent one? And he can't answer this, so you guys obviously are stepping in for Mike. Him being the most recent drummer to the band. He has been known for being on the harder scene. That's all he's ever done.
Yeah.
Now, how in your opinion, how has his transition been from the metal scene to the hard rock scene?
I think he's more free now. And he's always said that to us, is he feels like he can be himself. He feels like he's not tied down to, oh, you have to do it this way. You have to do it this way. When he stepped into this band, I was like, dude, I want you to be you. I want you to feel it out. Don't feel like you have to play exactly to what's on these old recordings. I want you to have a fresh look and a view on what's you behind the kit. Right. And he's been loving it ever since, man. He'll call me up and be like, dude, I just want to thank you for this opportunity and just telling me that I can be myself. And yeah, he's been great. I mean, it took a little while jiving him in at first, because we did rush him to get the songs learned to go hit the road,
I get that. Yeah, I mean, you gave him what, 2 weeks, you said?
I think it was, either 2 weeks or just shy of 2 weeks.
So it was probably on nonstop practicing for many of hours to make sure he can fucking nail it.
He did great for the most part, and we knew over time, even he said it to us. He's like, just give me a little longer on this and I will have these down. And he's been doing great. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's killing it.
Fast learner. Sounds like a fast learner.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's definitely showing his years of experience on the drum kit for sure.
Right. Right. Absolutely. And you
How
guys,
long has he been playing? Oh, sorry. How long has
No,
he
no,
been
go ahead,
playing
sir.
drums? How long has he been playing drums?
Since the 80s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Since he was a young lad.
Yeah.
wow. So yeah, he probably did catch on really quickly,
Honestly, that's
and
as long as you've been
you can
playing.
tell.
We
who's
actually
older?
had,
Wait. Who's older, Mike or Eric?
I believe Mike's older by what, 6 months or something like that?
something like that. Yeah.
All right. So he's the old man of the family, huh?
Just when Eric thought he was the oldest.
Yeah.
In
Not
comes
the old
Mike.
wise one anymore. It's fine.
We
Well,
still
that's
think-
awesome. You guys got a great sound, and from what I understand, he's throwing that little bit of harder metal into some music you guys just might be adding in.
Mm-hmm.
You guys willing to go a little harder without leaving the rock genre? Are you
I'm definitely gonna
your
be
game
going
for some hard rock and maybe a little touch of metal?
Yeah,
Yeah, as long as it suits us and we still get the message across of who we
Right.
are. Yeah.
Without
definitely gonna be able to
changing who you are, and who you
Right.
are, the message, and your sound and what you're known for, but just
Mhm.
giving you a little bit more crunch. You guys
Right.
are okay with it?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, and the next
Awesome.
EP, you'll definitely be able to tell the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Right. All right, cool. Now,
can't
Kathy was. I
wait.
did see this, Kathy. I get to it eventually. She did bring this up. Now, you guys do occasionally do cover songs too, and she brought up the fact that you guys did a cover of "Wicked Games." I absolutely am a huge '80s fanatic. And everyone knows that, obviously. You know,
Fucking Corey Taylor, fucking nailed it.
and she falls.
Okay.
Wicked Games is a killer song. How did you come about deciding
It's
to,
Isaac. That's cool.
to do that one?
I think originally that got brought up. We had, before Mike, we had Ted in the band with us on drums.
Yeah.
And I think he kind of mentioned that song to us. And I always thought it was a great song, and I listened to Chris Isaac's version, and then I started stumbling across all the other cover versions. Obviously, Corey Taylor's 3 Days Grace, I believe, did one. I actually just found out Royal Bliss covered it also.
Huh.
Interesting. So there's a lot of bands that have covered the song, but I was like listening to them all to figure out a way that we can be completely different from all these other versions. And I think we nailed it. I don't know.
I
I'll
think
have to
you did
listen
too.
to it.
I
I'll have to
listened
listen
to
to it.
You have an amazing voice. You definitely nailed it.
He does.
Kathy says that she swears Saint Tragedy's version is better.
I'm
going
gonna
with
listen
Kathy
to
is a
it.
super Saint Tragedy fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think so too. I'm gonna definitely listen to it, but I'm not gonna tell you if I like it better than Corey Taylor's version or not.
You're not going to win over Corey with it.
His version was just acoustic, right?
Yeah, it was hot. Okay, go ahead.
She's sweating enough. She's eating up for another week.
Woo!
Well, you go check it out, Sarah, and you let us know.
I definitely will, bud.
All right. So,
Awesome.
would you do any videos?
What was that?
If you're doing a cover song, would you do any videos for it?
Actually, that is the potential next video with single we're looking to do. So,
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
because to me, it seems to be a wide audience when you not only cover song, but you put a video out for it.
Absolutely.
Right, definitely. Make it your
Yeah,
own on top
everyone's
of
very
it being
everyone's
original.
very visual with today's technology and everything. Everything is about the internet, so it's about visual. It's not just about hearing, it's about
Right.
seeing. Everyone wants to see.
So,
So
We're gonna
Everybody
that's
does.
definitely us.
Have them walk
Very
on.
important.
Mhm. Sarah, go ahead, sweetheart.
Holy shit. Da.
That's a very
We
good
already asked that question. We already asked that question. Oh, let me see what I got over here.
Do you want me to jump in?
Okay. No. How did the tour documentary on YouTube videos come about?
Because Ted wouldn't put the fucking camera down.
I love it.
That's honestly what happened. But in the end, it worked out because we got to relive kind of the journey in a way. So, yeah, he was on the camera a lot. Like every time we'd stopped, we had footage of him waking up with Eric and just recording him, and Eric looking at him like, why is this camera in my face? But it definitely turned out to be pretty cool. And he had all these video clips, and I was like, hey, why don't you send it to me, and I'll try to go through them all and create parts for documentaries, and we can put it up on YouTube.
Fun. That's the way I
As
am
a
at concerts. I'm like,
I'm
come here.
myself because I'm reliving the
Right.
shenanigans of what happened.
Right, and having a good time and living in that memory and having it on video is amazing. To go back and just look at it, just like you look at like pictures of in an album.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, for those of you who are too young to know what an album is, that's what existed before the internet. It was a big book.
I have them for my
You
kids.
flipped pages for. You didn't click a button.
Right, you
Version of
actually have
reality.
that. You actually hold it in your hand.
Right.
When you go on the road, you want to be able to document as much as you can.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what really helped with that. Because I mean, who wants to go on a road trip and not have the memories listed?
Right.
Anywhere?
I mean, they're here, but you also want to go
Yeah.
back to it,
Right.
and you want to show everybody else how much fun it was, and just living in the moment and just being you.
And when you're on tour, you're
having
go.
fun.
So you have a few moments here and there to stop and enjoy something. But by the time you're at the end of the tour, you're like, what the hell did we do at the beginning?
Yeah.
So it's really nice to have the video and picture evidence that you actually did that cool thing you forgot about.
Right.
Right, because somebody might have caught it, and you're like, oh wow, that's really cool. I did do that.
When you come home and you're talking about all these places you went, sometimes you forget what place happened, where. So you're like, wait, was that in this state or did that happen in this state?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You get those kind of things going on, but the whole journey was pretty
I think
cool.
it's important for bands to do that. They should do it more,
I really love when we went down and we got to see the Atlantic Ocean, the Gulf of Mexico. Like that was just the time of our life to be standing out there going, holy shit, we're here.
Right.
Quick run, there's a hurricane coming.
Yeah. We're in the tropical storm down south in Florida in November when that hurricane hit. And they said that was they said that was the third one ever in history in November to hit in Florida there, and we were in it.
Literally.
Wow,
It was
thank God you're
Tragedy's
still
fault.
here, Saint
It was a
Tragedy.
tragedy.
Yeah, it was Saint Tragedy's fault. They're gonna name that hurricane next year Saint Tragedy.
Right. Now that would be an honor because that will stick.
That
I
was
wouldn't take that as an insult. I'd take that. I'd be like, I'm going to
Oh,
destroy
yeah.
this shit.
Yeah.
I would see that as a compliment.
Thankfully, Eric was driving and we all were trying to sleep.
Shit.
Through it all. I woke up once
Thank
to look down
God.
my curtain and I'm like, nah, I'm going back. Like if I'm going to die, I'm going to die sleeping.
Right? I'd rather not see the shit coming and know what's happening. Just take me out. Like that.
Especially when you look and he's over here clenching the steering wheel like, oh man, and you just hear him laughing. This is going to suck.
Too funny.
It's really doing you couldn't see shit in front of you.
So now you guys got some cool things coming up. I know you got another show coming up on Black Wednesday in a few weeks at Route 20. What's going on with that?
Well, that was just announced today.
Yeah.
I was actually talking with Neil from Royal Bliss, because when I seen that they were, going to be on it, we were trying to figure out a way for us to be a part of it. And right away, he was just like, well, yeah, I want you guys to be like direct support for the show. And I'm like, okay. So we had to, keep that on the hush hush until it was actually confirmed. Because I'm like, well, you let me know when we're going to confirm this, because the show is obviously only a few weeks away. So that's pretty much how it happened. Was they jumped on it and they wanted us to be direct support, and then they were looking for another band, which they put our good friends 3 Left on there with us as well. Yeah, that's pretty much the story on it.
So now is that going to be a tour? Or is that just a one-off?
That's just a one-off show. We're all going to go into a food coma the next day for Thanksgiving. So
Yeah, well, yeah. I get that.
we would love to go on the road with Royal Bliss at some point.
Hint,
Are you
Neil.
hearing that, guys? He's dropping that more than obvious hint.
If we can make that happen. I have talked with Neil about it.
On Facebook.
He seems interested in making it happen.
Tour.
We just got to align everything together to make it work,
Right.
A lie. I like it. You use your song. Oh no, that was realign.
Right. The play on words.
You align the realign.
Right. I just almost knocked over my whole damn desk. It's actually really small. That's what I have my laptop on right now. But you guys got another show also coming up for New Year's. Where's that party at?
That will be actually at Route 20, where the Blackout Wednesday will be as
Same
well.
location? Okay. Where's that at?
Route 20 is in Sturgis.
On Route 20?
At Route 20, yeah.
At Route 20, on Route 20.
Off of Highway 20.
Just off of 94.
Who would have thought?
I'm Route 666. No, that's funny.
And if you get hungry, there's a Clover's next door.
Ooh,
And the
they
idea
got
of New Year's
Butterburgers.
The idea of the New Year's show was
We have Clovers.
we didn't do anything for New Year's last year. So I was like, well, we need to like do our own thing for New Year's. Like everyone's out, everyone wants to do something, everybody wants somewhere to go. And Route 20 I feel is like our home base kind of venue around here.
Mm-hmm.
So I started talking to the owner, trying to get things, situated for that. And I was like, well, what do you think about us making our own New Year's show? And then we bring on a couple acts with us and just make it a big party. And he was game for it. And there it is.
So who are you bringing with you?
We have Would You Kindly coming with us. They're out of Kenosha. And then we have our good friend, Mr. Keith Magnine, opening the show. He's an acoustic artist. If you have not heard him, which you did see him at our Halloween show.
Right.
Amazing artist.
I didn't.
We actually met Magnine at the Bandemonium for 95 Well Rock when we did that earlier this year. I heard about him through different things he did with 95 Well Rock, but I never got a chance to hear him until Bandemonium. I'm like, this guy's great.
Yeah, actually, people do have a chance to get to hear some of his music. Besides what he has, going on his own page. I was at the Halloween show and I did go live, so I do have a recording of one of the songs he sings, and he's got a great voice,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a two-piece band, and for acoustic, man, he's got that great voice. He just knows how to carry it. He projects it well, and he jams out. They're very, very good. It was the first time I've seen him, and I'd love to see him again. Absolutely.
Well, you see him on New Year's.
Yeah.
Looks like I'm
Fingers
going
crossed.
to Chicago for New Year's.
I actually have brought Saint Tragedy to a Savage stage.
Yeah.
And it's actually been about a year now, hasn't it?
A year next month. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
'cause it was our Christmas show. That's right. And so it's been almost a year. I have brought them back. I'm going to bring them back again, one way or another.
It was actually on Kristen's birthday last year.
Was it really?
Aww.
Celebrated her birthday for the Krampus show we did.
Yep. I did Krampus
nice.
Christmas with the Savages. I have done that 2 years ago. I am not having a Krampus
What is that
Christmas.
on here? Check it out.
I am not having a Krampus Christmas show this year, guys.
Got it
I'm
on there.
sorry.
Bam. Oh,
You
wait.
still have it. Good man. I actually have a few left over.
Aww.
I
Look
do
at
make
that.
VIP passes. I go all out for my bands. I feed them pizza, the originals. Sorry, tribute bands. I don't do it with you guys. But the originals, I give them hospitality. I give them VIP passes. I fucking become their mother. I'm their booking agent. I'm the promoter. I'm their mother.
Don't do that. What's wrong with you?
And I'm always like, eat, come on, eat. Oh, I'm going to puke on stage. I don't care. Do it.
And it's all my fault.
Yeah.
I've
But,
always been like mom like too whenever I go out sometimes. Sometimes I'm
Yeah.
just like, you never know what you're gonna get.
It's the Dago in me. It's it's an Italian thing. But so what you guys got planned for next year?
Well, like I said earlier, we're planning on doing some recording earlier next year. We're planning on hitting the road, doing some things out like in Pennsylvania. So we're going to try to schedule a little mini tour run heading that way. Do some stuff out there. Can't really say what we're doing yet because that's between us and the label.
Right.
Interesting.
Right.
I want to ask you a question about that later, not online.
Oh, well.
Just saying. That's what I love these interviews, man. Things come up, and it's like you guys know what I do outside of here, so shit comes up. All right, cool. Well, okay. So, do you have any other questions for the gentleman?
Oh, I'm good, sweetie.
Yeah. All right, hey guys, do you have
Yeah.
any advice to any future musicians?
Don't give up.
Yeah, keep doing it. Struggle
Yeah.
hard.
Struggle
Struggle
I love
and
that.
freaking make it Make it.
I love that.
Make it
Struggle hard. I like that. That actually
struggle
is
because
solid.
it makes you
perfect
become
fucking sense.
better because you like that challenge, man.
You
It's
guys
like,
need
all
to
right,
you guys need to
let's
make
do
that shit a
this.
shirt now. Struggle hard.
Yes, struggle hard.
Saint
You-
Tragedy. Struggle
You
hard.
basically need to be able to
Yes,
fail.
that's a great friend. That you guys got to do that.
Yeah.
Struggle
Absolutely.
hard, Saint Tragedy. That goes together.
Right. That's
Yeah.
actually that has a really good stuff. That makes
That
sense.
was really cool,
Hashtag
dude.
hard.
This shit just happened live. We can't. Well, they came up with
Her
it,
little light bulb went off and went. Beep.
right?
Oh,
Beep.
dude,
How
that's
small is
great.
that light bulb? Beep.
You need to be able to fail to know how to succeed.
That's
Absolutely.
true.
Absolutely.
And
Succession
you have to
does
be
not happen
humble
without
enough. You
failure.
have to be humble enough to regroup and be like, okay, this is what
Absolutely.
I'm gonna try.
Right.
I can deal with it this way.
Absolutely.
And
Like, okay, this didn't work. How do we change that to make it work?
Yep. Yep. Edison came up
Right.
with 2,000 ways to make a light bulb before it worked.
yes,
go.
you did.
Yep. Keep trying. I wouldn't give it 2,000 tries. That motherfucker was just ruthless. But go Edison.
It's light.
So,
I mean-
do you guys? All right. Do you have any messages for your fans?
We miss you. We can't wait to play. We can't wait to play in front of you guys again.
Struggle hard.
Struggle hard. I like that.
Struggle hard.
Lock that in.
Saint Tragedy.
Just take
That's got to be a shirt. I'll buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been supporting us and listening to us and following us and buying merch, just being supportive of this band for so long. And we hope to keep you with us as we continue this journey into 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. So if anyone wanted to find any merch, check out your music, look into you. What platforms are you on?
We are on everything. You can you can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, iHeartRadio, all the streams.
Mhm.
You can go to sainttragedy.com and listen to us. You can find a merch store on there. We are in the process of getting that updated as well here, hopefully going into next year. And yeah,
Awesome.
we are Saint Tragedy. Minus Mike.
Yeah. Minus Mike. Yes. Sorry again,
Minus
Mike. You
Mike.
couldn't make it, man. I get it. Duty calls with work. So you got shit planned, and then boom, your work calls. I know, as I understand
We
that.
get
on every
it.
level. I get that totally.
We get it, man.
Yeah.
Lame. Psst, no, just kidding.
He's not even here to do that.
Right.
I know, right? I had to do the drummer.
Gentlemen, I want to thank you for making the time to join us today on Savage Sunday with the Savage Ladies of Metal, of course. And looking forward to bigger and better things from you. Everyone, they got a show coming up again. Keep it in mind. Black Wednesday is going to be at Route 20 with Royal Bliss. They got another New Year's show at the same location, New Year's, obviously. And they got more to come. Looking forward to that, definitely. And again, congratulations to you and Kristen on the newborn baby boy.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. I want to hold you, Jackson.
Well, sounds like you got to come out for New Year's, right?
I'm just saying.
I'm not gonna let that baby go. Just so you know, I'm gonna be like, okay, you guys go have fun.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
have
gonna
to
milk
fight
your
over
baby
that
for a
kid.
little bit.
You have to stay there then.
I haven't felt a baby in ages.
You guys, thank you so much. Struggle hard. Man,
Struggle hard.
respect. All right, everyone, you have a beautiful day. Yeah, Sunday's actually pretty good out in this area today, and we will definitely hear from you soon.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Absolutely.
guys.